What's up guys, John's here, hope you feel good. And it's time for the lab day. What is the lab day? I'm gonna explain you this after the intro.
If you're living life to the max, say yeah. If you're making money for the fam, say yeah. If you hold it down for the gang, say yeah. If you're feeling fresh as a mother, say yeah. If you're living life to the max, say yeah.
So, why the lab day? It's because this room is literally my lab. I do everything here. I got all my stuff, all my drones, all my backpacks, all my stuff for making music. Because I'm making everything here, I decided to call all this episode the lab, and it's gonna be only about tutorial tips and tricks. And today, for the first episode, I want to show you my setting on this guy, everything for making cinematics videos. Let's turn on this little guy. Okay, now we are inside the drone. Let's click on the menu. First page, I'm always in manual. ISO 100 always, except for the nighttime, but I will make another tutorial about my nighttime settings. For today it's only about the daytime. So aperture, I'm switching always between 2.8 and 4. 4 is the sharpest aperture of this drone. Shutter speed 160s because I'm shooting in 4K 30 frames per second, and the rules is like your shutter speed needs to be double your frame rate. Video size, I'm almost always in 4K HQ 30 frames per second, but sometimes if I need to have a more wide angle, I'm switching between 4K full field of view. But with this mode you're gonna have some distortion on your shots. You can't see it on this screen, but when you export your shots and you put it on your editing software, you will see the distortion, and you need to fix it with a plugin, and I will show you this in my next tutorial about my editing session. Video format, MOV, white balance, I'm switching between sunny or cloudy, depend the weather, except for nighttime. Nighttime I put it in fluorescent because for me it looked the best. Style, custom style, sharpness 0, contrast -1, and saturation -1. Color profile D-Log-M, and the reason why is because I think you already know this. With D-Log-M it's a really flat profile and you're gonna have more details on your shadow, highlight and everything, but you need to edit in post your footage. You can also shoot in normal mode, but I love to edit my videos, and being able to change the color, the shadows, the highlight, you can change everything and your footage gonna stay in high quality. Camera video coding H.265. Next page, I'm always saving my panorama and hyperlapse in RAW, because RAW it's like same as D-Log-M. You're gonna have more detail and you have more flexibility to edit your photos. That's why I always shoot in RAW for my photos, and always saving my panorama and hyperlapse in RAW. Histogram on, headlights auto turn off on, lock gimbal when capture on, autofocus continue. I don't use it because I hate this beep beep sound every second, so I prefer to focus by myself by just pushing this button a little bit. Don't forget to focus before recording. Hyperlapse video frame on. The drone gonna edit your hyperlapse by itself. It's gonna crop the image, and this hyperlapse video frame will show you some lines on the corner. It's actually the frame of your hyperlapse at the end. Grid line, I always keep it like this, and I got the center point to show me what is in the middle of my shot. Anti-flicker, you can change this except if you're shooting in auto mode. File index mode, I'm on continuous because I don't want my files to back to 0 every time I put out my SD card from my drones. Picking threshold, I'm on high. You can put it in low, and this showing you what is focused or not, but in low for me it's too much white points and it's too much. Storage location, my SD cards. This is it for videos.
My friends,
Okay, now we are switching to photo mode, and for photo it's a little bit different. Always in manual mode, ISO 100, or sometimes if I need to crank it up a little bit, it's okay because I can fix the noise in post. Aperture, I'm always between 2.8 and 4 like for videos, but for shutter speed it's not the same. I'm applying the same rules as my camera when I'm shooting with my camera. It's not the same rules as when I'm filming. So when I'm shooting photo with my camera, if I want to freeze the action, I need to have a higher shutter speed. And I do the same with my drone. If I want to shoot some waves or someone jumping in the air or some tree but there is some lot of wind, I'm shooting around 1/500 shutter speed and more. This gonna freeze the action and you're gonna have a really sharp shot, and you're not gonna have a lot of motion blur on your friend when he's jumping in the air. So I do this for my photos. If I want to shoot something with a little bit of movement, I'm shooting around 120 or a little bit more, like 240. And if I want to shoot something with a lot of movement, I'm gonna go to 1/500 and more. For image size, I'm shooting like this because it's almost like I told you for the 4K HQ and full field of view. So with this you're gonna have bigger image, so you have more flexibility in post to crop it. Then image format, like I told you, always in RAW format. White balance, like videos, depend the weather. Style, I get the same styles of my videos. And then for this, I think it's the same. Yes, it's the same as video. And also quick tips about taking photos. I'm always switch to tripod mode with these buttons because I want my drone to be the more stable as possible. So now I will show you my gimbal pitch settings, and we go in here, advanced settings, and for my max gimbal pitch speed I'm at 5, pitch smoothness I'm on 18. Turn on the tilt limit, and I set it like this because I want it to be really smooth. So like this, as you can see, I can go slower or a little bit faster. So next, joystick settings. So we go here. For this setting, it depends on you. Mine are really smooth, so you can change and try what is the best for you. And this is my sensitivity settings. I can explain you in English what it does, but I just know the brake is for when your drone stop. When you pull out your hands from the joystick, it's how the drone stops. So if you go too low, the drone will stop like really slowly. It depends on what you want. For the ear movement, it's like when you rotate the drone like this. I put it to the minimum because I really want to, when I make some shot like this, I want to be really slow. So yeah, that's it for my setting, and tell me what you think about in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to be in touch with me. I will make more tutorials like this. It's the first episode and I do my best for you. It's really hard for me to speak in English, to do a tutorial all in English, because you know that I'm French. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this new format for me, like tutorial, and what you think about this first episode. I see you for the next video. Bye guys.